been graced by the presence of Sri S. Krishnanji, IAS Secretary, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India.
AI as a technology is a horizontal technology. It's going to impact every area, including the media, and possibly media in more ways than it sort of impacts other segments. One part which the media already is very concerned is the way that the wealth of data that they possess, because they have probably the best archives, they have a wealth of material. A lot of that material is already available on the internet and the World Wide Web, and most of it has already been scraped for the purpose of training various models, and more of it, as it gets produced, is also getting scraped for that purpose. So media naturally has a concern in that space as to how the data that they produce as creators gets used in training AI modules, and the feeling that they are not compensated adequately for the role that they play. And I think one thing that we need to be fairly concerned about as a society is curated content has a role in a modern society in terms of what the media brings out as curated content. Since there is an application of mind, since there is an effort to produce at least a set of opinions and views. You may agree, you may disagree, but point is that it is curated and somebody takes responsibility for their accuracy, somebody takes responsibility for the factual accuracy of a lot of that information. And I think that is an important element, that it's a valuable society. Not for nothing is it called the fourth estate. And as an important pillar, particularly of democratic societies, and therefore, I think privileging some of that content is important, and supporting the production of that content for a society is important, and anything that would impair the further production of that content is something that we need to be concerned with and we need to address in a systematic way. Some of that effort is being done by the recent working paper which has been brought out by the DPIIT's committee, DPIIT appointed committee, where MeitY also had a membership. It is a working paper, I mean, so that let us be clear on that. There are many people who have reacted, responded. I think as far as the government is concerned, we are clear that we want to consult on this. This is not the last word on the subject. And whatever opinions and views come up, and in the way that we balance the interests of creators and the interest of knowledge being more widely available, and interest of innovation and what needs to be done with the AI models, I think is something which is significant and important. It's a question which has to be considered, debated, and thereafter an appropriate view taken. And as far as we are concerned in government, I think it's a key element that we need to discuss and debate, and that's something that we need to look at. So that is one side of it, how media or the legacy of what they've produced is an important source of information and something which gets used and something which gets operated. Now, the other part of the story really is, how AI itself impacts what happens in media. And as with any tool, and we need to look at AI as primarily a tool which can be used to support human capabilities, to enhance human capabilities, to produce anything. So just as a white collar worker, I would use AI to produce some content or support me in some task, I'm sure a journalist or anybody else who works in the media will use it creatively to actually produce content. Finally, we need to make sure that these technologies are used in an ethical fashion so that they do not misguide opinion or they do not sort of create problems for a democratic society. I think all these three aspects need to be kept in mind. And as with all technology, I think the best way sometimes to regulate this is possibly using technology itself. I'm very fond of this two lines or two bits of the Vishnu Sahasranam, where Vishnu is described as Bhayakrit Bhayanashanaha. That is, he's the same one who creates the fear, and he's the one who destroys the fear as well. He creates and destroys fear. So technology in that sense creates the fear, creates the problem, but it would also support the way that that problem is solved or resolved. And I think that is the way we need to look at this, and that's the way we need to look at it in the media sector as well, where the concerns are very legitimate, concerns are real, and concerns are important to modern society and need to be tackled, possibly with a reference to our own past and our own understanding of how these issues are solved. Thank you very much for allowing me this indulgence and interruption in your proceedings and allowing me to speak. Thank you.
Welcome all the panelists. Thank you, Sunilji, for inviting us and giving us the opportunity to share our thoughts. I just wanted to spend a minute talking about AI for India because not many people here may know about what we're doing. So we are a stakeholder body for ecosystem players in the field of AI. And we have it's a Section 8 company. We are just a bunch of volunteers who have come together. Ganesh and Bharat Jain are part of that team, and there are many others, including startups, academicians, industry people, and people from the civil society. And our whole purpose is to try and build AI solutions for the benefit of all Indians. The reason I talk about that is because we took the liberty with Mr. Sunil and the team to host this particular session around AI, where we have these two panel discussions, because AI is forming an integral part of almost every industry, by almost every single industry. Everything is going to get rapidly transformed with the induction of AI, and so also in media and technology. And a lot of people have shown interest in how AI will impact media and technology, media and broadcasting. And we are seeing some impact of that already. So that's what we are going to talk about. And our distinguished panel has very diverse views. Every generation creates its own media. And it's done because of the evolution of technology with new technology. I mean, media and entertainment traditionally, hundreds of years ago, was folk media, where you would just get around a fire in the evening and the little conversations and entertainment was the only way of media. And then came print media, radio media, um, the broadcast media in India really took off only in the 90s, digital media, which came in the 2000s, and social media, which came out in the 2010s. And now I think we are going to evolve to AI media. AI is going to uh, really transform all aspects of the media and broadcasting business. And basically, what we call media, social media, for example, transformed what we used to traditionally know media, right? All of us became creators and influencers in some way. Uh, and therefore, social media led to this whole era of um, the whole emphasis was broadcasting yourself because it helped anybody create content and magnify it, send it out to the world. And in the process, individuals became big brand names. Um, I believe that AI has the potential to create an opportunity where broadcast anything for me, the 100% customization. With evolution of each technology, um, the distance between the content creator and content user or consumer keeps reducing, and AI will bridge that completely, and therefore it will be just seamless flow. And there are lots of opportunities which are coming up, but there is also the flip side, the whole thing of creating fake media, morphing of images, copyright issues, and AI slop. Slop means a lot of content is being created and floated all the time, and therefore it gets overwhelming for us. First, let me invite Mr. Arvind Kumar, who at STPI is looking at a large number of startups who are part of various government programs and schemes. And therefore, he has a good overview of the kind of startups who are coming in the media space using AI, and also his previous background with TRI. So over to you, Mr. Kumar, for
As far as AI is concerned, as Secretary told, that Ministry is taking number of steps, whether it is a subsidy on GPU, whether it is a some hackathon, whether it is a some development on AI applications, whether it is a creating AI labs across the country. We are going to create 500 labs by March 26 on AI which will have all AI tools and all. So a lot of initiatives being taken by Ministry of Electronics on AI. Now coming back to the media, so as he said, uh, what we are doing in startup ecosystem. So as a STPI, we have created 24 center of entrepreneurship across the country, and those all centers are basically domain specific. So there are 3 centers from the STPI which is fully dedicated to AR/VR, and one of them is Image at Hyderabad. One is at IIT Bhubaneswar, which is called WAR COE, and one we have in the northeast at Kohima. And it's part of the same Octane, which is at Kohima and Aizawl both. Aizawl is for basically gaming and somewhere graphic design. So one is at northeast. So 3 big centers we have, and there are I must say there are mind-blowing, wonderful startups who is working in AR/VR using AI technologies. One of the startups is called Spurs Mind. I mean, their solution is that if somebody gets some brain damage type of the thing, within taking all AR, VR images and calculating all the numbers through AI and do all the algorithms and all, they are able to exactly identify the problem and get it done, curated or good diagnosis to the doctors in 10 to 15 minutes. I think this kind of the solution they have created, big use of the AR, VR. Similarly, one of the startup we are supporting, they have created good on skill test. They are already employed in Hindalco, where you can have hands-on training through AR, VR on all the machines which is available for the power sector and all. So such there are many case laws, case studies are there, which is taking place in STPI through startup ecosystem. Now coming back to this media, so I think we always divide in 3 portions. One is called creation, then distribution, and then consumption. So I think all three are very, as Secretary said, that this data, you people, all media is data rich. You can create one image of 1 MB, and the same image can be created from 100 MB. So this whole 5G, 4G success came because people start looking at the movie of 3 hours on your mobile phone.
Today, of course, we have India's first AI model, an indigenous model which is trained on Indian data. Like it compares with the state-of-the-art models out there, which I would say today the SOTA is with WAN, Chinese model WAN 2.2, but it doesn't understand our culture nuances so much. The problems that you were saying, right? Like the video models, they won't understand the festivals, the Indian faces, how best to represent the use case that we have. For that one purpose, we created a indigenous video model, which is 3 times faster, 3 times more cost efficient than the best models out there at a global level, solving for Indian problems. But again, the journey, that is the pixel part of it, the journey doesn't end there. It has to be connected to the intelligence, where our India AI mission, the precision mission that we are part of, as you rightly mentioned, we are trying to bring in the intelligence over there in different sectors, media, industries, agriculture, education, healthcare, across all of them. We are, if I continue the example of the video model, we are building a use case where it doesn't stop at just creating the video, it understands the context where the video has to be used. So right from creating an entire product video to creating shorter reels, let's say for social media platform, creating post copy for different engagement platforms, one single tool that solves all the problems. So it's not just about creating next video for the entrepreneur or the small industries out there, but solving the end-to-end problem for them. So that is a part of the intelligence journey that I see, and it obviously goes beyond that. Now, under India AI mission, we are also building a unified AI interface, UAI as we call it. Now, UAI, you could think of it as to be the UPI for AI. So what UPI did for payments, by connecting the banks on one side to third-party apps on the other side, UAI is planning to do the same thing for intelligence. So we'll bring in all the provider models, again, BharatJet, Sarvam, Bhashini, all of them being the provider models at sovereign level that we are building. How can we transfer that intelligence to the use cases of the seeker agents on the other side? These seekers could be the citizen, a farmer to begin with. These could be the AI startups and applications. They could also be the government ministries and department. How do we connect the entire ecosystem is what this the protocol layer with UAI that we are building, we would be focused on that. So we truly believe that the power gets unlocked when intelligence comes into play, and that's why the journey of pixel to intelligence, which I see kind of reforming the entire media ecospace as well.
If AI is the paintbrush, human emotion is the artist. So let me start off with this because typically when we interact with our customers globally, what we understand from our customers is the first point that Alokji said. So thank you, Alokji, for having me here. Thank you, BES 2026, for having me on this panel with esteemed panelists here. So let me just break this question into three parts. The first part is typically, since it's a broadcaster, on one area is content production, the second part is the media supply chain, and the third is the distribution part of it. Unprecedented demands for content, so content creators are wanting to create more content. Now that is where typically technology helps, AI helps you to create more content because you are not able to create the content which is only required for a customer. Every customer requirement is different, the needs are different, the way they are appealing to the content is different, the language is different, and that's where AI plays a vital role in helping a content creator create unprecedented demands content. That's the first part of it. When you come into the media supply chain part of it, archivals are lying with every broadcaster and every content owner in a huge way. Now these archivals are actually gold, and these needs to be mined because there is a lot of demand for this content. There is a lot of relevancy to this content. So typically what we have seen broadcasters and global companies use AWS infrastructure where we help them to store, archive, understand the content and put in a deep sense of the content intelligence, which allows them to understand what exactly is in the content. For a news broadcaster, it becomes important to get any relevant content at an instant. For somebody like an entertainment genre content broadcasters, they need to have for a relevant topic that's going on, how do I get the best of the content and push it? So that's where we have seen the media supply chain part of it covering it. And typically, people have started moving the content into the cloud, then putting more search into it. We are able to use a vector search, not the typical search that you do currently. Get those content, create that content, use it, and supply it. And then comes the third part of it, which is distribution. When you do distribution, whether it can be a broadcast, it can be an OTT, it can be a social media, how do you create content which is relevant for a different screen? For example, the way I consume a content on a bigger screen is not the way I consume content on a small screen. So Amazon personalization and other Amazon technologies helps you to convert that content. And a lot of software vendors have actually created content using Amazon infrastructure to say that, okay, vertical content, how can it be converted into horizontal content? How can I, Honorable FM is giving a speech, how can I pull out the relevant particle and push it on social media? Because content is perishable. If you don't push it, then it's gone. Somebody else would break it. So how can you give that content to the user is what in the distribution. And then last comes the monetization part of it. So typically we are all in the business to make money. If you don't make money, nobody's interested. You can talk about AI, ML, but so which is where many of our independent software vendors who are on AWS have built solutions to facilitate that. Because if you look at our ecosystem, we are a $15-16 billion industry, advertising industry. And if I want to increase the cost per cost per subscriber in terms of return, in terms of advertising, the advertising companies need to know what is the dollar return of investment. For that, he has to understand the customer better. If I want to understand the customer better, then I'd have to have the first party data with me. I have to have clean rooms because I need to have an encrypted exchange of the identity. That's where my identity resolution improves. So we've got solutions which are clean room solutions that we build for them. And last but not the least, all this content now, we have come back to an age where people are looking at a relaxed viewing, which is where creation of fast channels become very important. So we have partners like Amagi who have developed products and services which are based on AWS, and we are able to offer rich inherited content which they have got in terms of the archival and push them into different medias in terms of fast channels so that they can monetize. So these are the various aspects where we have seen customers interact.
Creating modules which are inherently, very well structured, short, that's what I refer to as digital storyboarding, so that attributability becomes much easier. So that provenance is built through the entire process. I remember maybe 6-7 years back before AI ML was over promised and under delivering. We tried doing this with one of India's largest NGOs, and it was very interesting, where we got people in villages use digital storyboarding to create instruction content. And this was basically to share it with others in other villages. The NGO was operating across lakhs of villages. And we found it very interesting because the people were very keen to contribute some of their best practices and share with other peers in languages which are probably very different. So obviously machine learning played a role in doing some of the bridging, but the way the data was created was through digital storyboarding. I think with AI in there, AI can help. That's why AI with human in the loop can probably bring the voice of the masses to everyone, right? Create more peer-to-peer learning. The Honorable PM on the address in Jan 8, in fact, he said, can we use AI to create new skills so that the AI complements people's learning capabilities. Now, while there's a lot of effort on that through some of the edtech platforms, I think viewing people, the ordinary person, which right, and the Padma Shri is possibly a testimony to that, is also give them the ability to create content. That was point number one in terms of data. But even in terms of the entities that are custodians of large amounts of data, we should again look at co-creating solutions, right? Because ultimately the data is, it is the cleaner the data, the more the provenance of the data, the more effective your downstream models will be. So we should also embrace this thought that people are not, or entities are not just viewed as sources of data, but as co-creators of solutions for that data.
So typically AWS is not only the infrastructure service provider, but it also comes out with core 200 plus service products which are there. We basically invest a lot, and AI has been in the blood of Amazon since a long time, right from the time it incepted. So from our perspective, we also do huge investment in terms of creating chips and infrastructure required for it. For example, our Graviton or Inferentia or these kind of chips that we create. This helps you to process the suites faster, and also it brings down the total cost, which makes the return of investment for any of these under control. So that's the first part of it. Second, on the data part of it, we always believe that the control and the security at any particular level is always with the customer. It doesn't happen. It's security on the cloud and security off the cloud. So that's where. But what you've seen is, we don't want our customers to get locked onto a particular, for example, when it is an LLM or something like that. We believe that there has to be a democracy in the to the customer in terms of he has to have his, from a control perspective, he should select what LLM he wants. He should be able to do that. And typically, therefore, we have services and products like Amazon Bedrock, which helps you to control and take out any LLM that is required for you or any agentic AI that you want to build on it. So that's the complete flexibility that we give it to the customer.
Thank you. So that brings us towards the end of this session. So I think two things are coming out very clearly. One is the fact that AI's role in media entertainment industry is undeniable. It's going to affect all aspects of the business. But at the same time, you hear from panelists who are experts in their fields that you don't need to be fearful. There are ways of mitigating that, whether it is in terms of data protection or developing the right kind of models. And to do that, I think collaborating with the technology and the AI developers is going to be key to create something which is truly effective. With that, thank you, panelists, and thank you, BES team, for having us here.
Today the focus is AI with the impending AI Impact Summit. I was just remembering that almost, I think, more than 2.5 years back, when Abhishek Singh ji and I were on a panel at Sunset TV, when India just became the chair for the global partnership on AI, and from there to here, I think he's been indefatigable man driving India's AI journey, across the ecosystem. I know you're very busy because you've got a big event coming up. So maybe we'll start with you, just give your perspective on what the AI Impact Summit will mean to India and what expectations you have of the media broadcasting fraternity from your efforts standpoint.
It recognizes the years of hard work that you have played for advancement of technology, for advancement of communications. In almost every sector he has been there, and he recently wrote an op-ed also on the Impact Summit, in which he highlighted how India's AI Impact Summit is different from the other summits that were held. In fact, if we compare to the last summit, which was the Action Summit, which was also very well attended, but again, most people that I meet, that I met during the Action Summit or the Korea Summit or the Bletchley Park Summit, the usual complaint was that the agenda was top driven. There are no inclusive participation of the AI stakeholders from across the world in framing the narrative, in framing the agenda. So when we started planning about the Impact Summit, the first meeting, amongst the first meetings that we had with the Honorable Prime Minister way back in July, he said that this summit should not be like a talking shop. It should not be that some experts get together in a room, they talk and they forget about it. He said that the agenda should be curated from ground below. He gave us example of G20, कि जैसे G20 में regional summits हुए थे, G20 में जगह जगह जाके we had done events. Do it that way and get feedback and curate the agenda by getting real opinion from people who are actually directly involved in development, deployment and usage of AI. So we started connecting with all the stakeholders from industry, from startups, from academia, from civil society, from citizens. And then till date, we started this whole concept of doing pre-summit events. And till date, we have done almost 500 pre-summit events, which includes almost 100 events which have been held outside India. And 80 to 90% of these events have been done by participation of community without government spending even a single penny. So the response that we got from world over was very impressive. In fact, as we speak, every day their events are happening. In fact, now I have to put a full stop because now we are getting into the main summit. So the whole summit, the agenda was curated with regard to impact. And when we look at impact, we look at the impact on all sectors. Impact on people, impact on planet, and impact on progress. People, of course, means how it will impact jobs, skilling, reskilling, how do we ensure that we prepare an AI-ready workforce. Planet means the whole issues about sustainability, how do we reduce energy consumption for AI compute, how do we use AI for addressing challenges of climate, how do we use AI for protecting floods, how do we use AI for grid efficiency, how do we reduce transmission distribution losses by using AI, and progress, of course, means using AI for economic growth and social good. Economic growth primarily to increase efficiency, productivity, and social good primarily to ensure better access to healthcare, education, agriculture.
How we are sort of dealing with AI or looking at that, I don't think there is any escape today by at any walks if we want not to use AI. AI is the biggest invention after internet, perhaps, and that is wherein, and it is also one of the most aspirational productivity tool what mankind has aspired for, perhaps. We all look using AI in our day-to-day life. All of us are at different levels, at different stages of using AI, be it on our personal front or the professional part of it. With respect to the usage from professional point of view, if I talk, we saw the beautiful innovative AI avatar and the anchor in the morning also from India Today. So it's the principles of content production that we look at is it goes around eyes. One is instantaneous, be it news or sports, and even the amount of content, entertainment content that is required. Instantaneous is one eye, which is important principle. Two is the immersiveness, how we feel immersed on the content. If there is a live cricket IPL we are doing, we would want the consumer to get immersed by providing multiple camera angles, multiple sort of statistics and all. Third is the interactivity, how I can empower myself, how the consumer gets empowered by that. And fourth is the intelligent, wherein the tool itself, the technology itself identifies how and what type of content is required by me.
In the morning while I was coming, I developed one on the AI studio. So so for example, what should I play at 9 o'clock or something which was, sort of you would spend about 12, 13 hours discussing what's growing, what's not growing, what will give bulletin importance and what will be debated very well. So one simple example of how it works. Now there is a pre, then there is how it airs, and then how do you disseminate. Now in the pre thing, for example, I mean from whatever I studied, you could actually just ask for things that are breaking into trends. Then you ask for things that have, sort of topped in the trends,
and now the other ones that are engaging or growing either in volume or in velocity. Then you build it further and say, this is the minimum volume I need, and now I only want velocity. Then you say, okay, now you give me a trend on one platform, now you give me trends on all platforms and tell me that something that is crossing all platforms. Now you say, okay, now this gives me a good prime time set to run, but 6 o'clock I have a debate, 9 o'clock I have a bulletin. So 9 will need an explainer and 6 will need a debate. Then you ask them that now in social media, tell me which is the topic which is very divisive and people have contrasting opinions to the same thing. It will quickly give it to you like this. And this app is built in 5 minutes. And 5 minutes, what I used to do in 8 to 10 hours in a day, in 5 minutes, I get a very good idea of what is the velocity. And every 1 hour, you just put a refresh button, 30 seconds, you know exactly what is the fastest growing thing you should pick up in the evening.
The world is shifting from AI and media to almost media in AI, where consumers are starting to go to AI to consume their media, and it's actually becoming a media destination itself. And that has deep implications in terms of how we think about marketing and generating content from a media perspective. Overall, from an Amagi perspective, the two things that we see from AI. One, how do we leverage AI as a company, as a software company, to build faster, to deploy faster, and to market faster. So that's purely about AI creating efficiencies for us as a media tech software company. Two, how do we actually leverage AI to improve workflows, efficiencies, bring new revenues for our customers? So when you think about AI from a customer media company perspective, the three things, right? I mean, naturally. One, how do we actually reduce cost, bring efficiencies? Two, how do you increase revenues? Can we actually create newer revenue models? And three, can you create new possibilities that were not possible in the pre-AI world? I mean, these are the three dimensions that we actually think about when we actually think about AI. And AI, obviously, from every part of the workflow that our customers use, everything from content creation to content management to content distribution, monetization, consumption, pretty much in every one of these areas, there are obviously massive amounts of AI adoption that is possible. But the big question for many of our customers, first and foremost, is, there are so many possibilities in AI, right? How do I prioritize? How do I focus on the top 2 or 3 that is going to give me the most value? So one of the first things that we do with our customers is actually we run what we call as AI consulting workshops. We tell them, hey, these are the best practices. Pretty much you can get distracted by doing 100 different experiments. I mean, there was a recent MIT study, I mean, not so recent, about 4 or 5 months back, talked about how 95% of the AI projects are not delivering ROI. Right? A lot of them are in the experimental stage. A lot of them you are actually validating, experimenting, refining. You still aren't comfortable enough to deploy. So the ROI is fairly low. So the most important part that we tell our customers is, let's ensure that you are identifying the problems that you really want to solve, that have the biggest impact for you. I mean, think about it from a software perspective. For every dollar, typically a customer spends, a media company spends on software, they will spend $4 to $5 in people operating the software. Right? So the question about AI is it going to replace the software that you do? Is it going to replace the operators that are actually operating that software? Or is it going to be primarily augmenting? Right? Where are you going to leverage AI for your workflows? We have seen some of the biggest uses for AI is in truly what we call as reducing toil. I mean, if I may take a minute and actually explain what is toil, right? Toil is what I would call, I mean, all of us, when you go to work, there is work that we like to do, and there is work that prevents us from doing the work that we want to do, right? The work we don't want to do. So think about it, going into an office, you have to, maybe check in, write your expense reports, to, file your performance review reports, right? Stuff that you actually, do not enjoy as much, but you have to do because that's, that's critical. And then there is work that you really, if you're a creator, you really love to create media. That's the core work that you like to do. So I think I would call the work that you don't want to do, that's preventing you from doing the work that you want to do, as toil. And the work you want to do is work, right? If we can actually focus AI first and foremost on toil, a lot of inefficiencies, stuff that none of us want to do, repetitive tasks that are, painfully, I mean, if you're doing a new story, I have to go look at validation. Maybe I have to read agreements and validate. Maybe read court reports and validate. Right? I don't understand. So you can use AIs to summarize, to investigate, to find stuff that is actually much faster. So I think the way we think about it is, one, identify where there is significant ROI. You can pretty much use AI in everything, but focus on top 2 or 3 things. 2, focus on augmenting, reducing toil rather than reducing work. That actually can add value to the people that are actually involved.
There's one challenge, if I may. The industry for the last 4 or 5 years of me speaking on all these panels has been, this is the most disrupted this industry has been ever. Well, I say that yet again this year, because historically we were challenged with, okay, what is it between linear and OTT, linear and VOD, fast channels coming in from afar, and then now it's about discoverability and AI, because where we once were concerned about YouTube or Twitter or those services taking our content, or taking the viewership, I should say, from the traditional media providers and broadcasters, now it's getting access to content in front of customers in the first place. As I think you've mentioned, SEO used to be one of the main navigation engines for that. Now all the rules are torn up because AI is largely directing people. So there's an ethics question there as to actually who governs who finds media, right? If you're using Google search and Google AI is basically driving you to wherever gets the highest rates and the highest hits, do we get to a point that everyone starts watching the exact same content, right? I mean, those are the challenges we need to be thinking about. I can't speak to that side particularly much further, except that it drives down into the business models for you as media organizations and publishers. Okay, so those challenges that we've been talking about for a number of years, how do you create the most compelling content to engage your viewers, is more important than ever before, because you need to stand out from that generated content, either from the creator economy or even from now generative AI as well. From a business model perspective, I think you've all mentioned the challenges in terms of the growth in the industry. How do you actually drive down the cost of your operation in the first place? And I think that's an area that AI is being kind of touted as something that can help, but as Srini, you were just mentioning, the return on investment isn't always there for a lot of organizations. And then the last one is that agility. How do you react faster? And that is a place where AI, but also platforms and software defined, is really fast-tracking things. So when we're speaking internationally, every one of those concerns, but particularly the business market as a whole, how do you make revenue in the media, is probably the biggest topic on everyone's mind. Software defined is definitely the direction that organizations are going with that. That's not because software defined itself is the sole answer. It just drives that flexibility and agility. And with the platform-based approach that we're offering from a Grass Valley point of view, and obviously Maggie do and others as well, that allows you to then leverage tooling like AI, like DevOps workflows to change your business models faster. You don't know what you're going to do in a year, let alone a month from now, so you need to be able to react faster than ever before. I think one of the challenges with AI over the last few years, particularly speaking personally for the European and the US market, has been, why are we doing it? What is AI actually giving us? What is the thing we're trying to solve? I think up until recently, there's not been a clear answer. AI has come first, before the problem. When we created SIMT 2110, it was to solve a problem. When we created software defined, it was to solve a problem. AI became before we had a problem to solve.
I think it's a very wonderful perspective from different directions, but as you rightly pointed out, it's all converging. It's the era of convergence, I guess. I remember when I became the CEO of Prasar Bharati in 2017, the entire environment in Doordarshan and All India Radio was still very legacy. There's hardly any use of IT. Digital was just about starting, just about doing some basic social media. From there, in a span of less than 10 years, here we are talking about AI impacting every aspect of media. So the technology cycles have shrunk, and I think it becomes very important for any organization to be extremely agile to respond to the pace of change. So maybe a year from now, next BES, I think it'll be very interesting to see how every function has been impacted by AI, the way things are moving. So thanks again to everyone for joining, and thanks to the organizers for this opportunity.
गौरव जी जो CEO है प्रसार भारती के, उन्होंने महत्वपूर्ण विषय रखे, OTT प्लेटफॉर्म या फिर ये जो डिजिटल आर्काइव्स है, सब में सॉवरेनिटी ले आना, क्योंकि उससे क्या है, सॉवरेनिटी से कंट्रोल आता है. सॉवरेनिटी के कारण हम अपना स्वयं अपने बल बूते पे बना सकते हैं कंटेंट अपना, और एक जो बोलते हैं वर्चुअस साइकिल बन सकता है, जो प्रारंभिक जो इनॉग्रल सत्र में भी बताया गया कि एक है तो विषय साइकिल की बाहर जाए डेटा, वर्चुअस साइकिल जिससे डेटा के साथ साथ हमारे मॉडल्स, हमारा पूरा स्टैक सुदृढ़ हो जाए। बहुत बढ़िया हमारे सेक्रेटरी इन भी कभी रहा इसमें सेशन, जिन्होंने ये विषय रखा कि एआई अडॉप्शन में भारत अग्रसर रहा है। तो इसका लाभ उठा के हम मेरे प्रेजेंटेशन में ये बताया कि सॉवरेन एआई जो स्टैक बना रहे हैं, जहाँ पर फर्स्ट बाइट से मॉडल्स बनाए हैं, हमारे भारतीय भाषाओं को जो विविधता है उनमें जो निहित एकता है उसको हम अपनी शक्ति बनाएं। इस पे मेरा एक फोकस था भारत जन।
Yeah, I'm extremely happy that BES is conducting this expo. Their event every year is a significant event in the calendar. And the fact that they are focusing on technology and particularly AI related technology, I think is important. It has important implications for media, important implications for the sector, and undoubtedly these need to be debated. And this is a very appropriate event to come just before the AI Impact Summit, which is to be hosted in Delhi from February 16th to 20th, where I'm sure the deliberations of this event would also contribute to our own understanding of what needs to happen through this technology in this sector.
I think it's a very appropriate theme for the conference.
So, one more thing now. So you were the ex-CEO of Prasar Bharati. Now you're stepping into AI. So I've been following you, and you're Bharat AI. You're the founder of the same as well. So how do you see the company moving forward? And like in India, as a tagline of this expo is also "Make in India for the world." How do you see artificial intelligence moving forward in India?
So if you look at, in India we have a very vibrant AI ecosystem that is emerging. Across the IITs you have, Bharat Gen from IIT Bombay, you have AI for Bharat and IIT Madras, you have various startups like Sarvam and so on. So there's a very vibrant AI ecosystem and a lot of potential innovations that emerge from India will be of relevance not only to India but also to the entire global south. So in that sense, I think it's a very opportune moment if you are, an innovator who's building in India. Also, India has a large talent pool, that has gone abroad to build products for the, various global companies. I think now is the moment. Prime Minister Modi has also issued a clarion call on this several times. I think, India's tech talent should come back to India and build technology in India.
I think there are lots of use cases or opportunities that we have in India which only uniquely India could make. So much like in the financial system we created NPCI and therefore UPI, etc. We have our own unique ways of addressing commerce in this country, e-commerce. So similarly, I think there is an opportunity to create AI applications and technologies, sovereign models, which are more culturally rooted, which help the masses in a lot of ways. And if not now, very soon we will have something for the rest of the world, especially the global south.
Well, if I have to sum it up in one word, it was heartening. I have been in the AI space for a decade now. But the ecosystem has evolved so much, the support that we are getting, pre-summits like this leading up to the Impact AI Summit, it's been very encouraging for companies like us, company like Avatar, to keep building. You saw the support that came in today, right from Metis to Secretary Krishnan sir to India AI, Abhishek sir being here. The support that everyone has been providing to the AI community will help us a lot in terms of India building use cases, India able to leapfrog China and US in the near term as we keep building more in the space.
Can you talk us through the theme of this year's, which is broadcast innovation experience? So what do you have to say about that?
So it's very important at this stage, media as an industry is not, the talk shouldn't be about AI in media, it should be actually media in AI. The reverse of it, because it's so important. The data part, the intelligence that comes in, the multimodal aspect of it. Media is a very important sector from AI perspective, and so the focus has to be there. That's why the media in AI is actually more accurate, I would say, and that kind of brings out the essence of the entire BES event that we have.